here's everything out the box. Okay, so the first thing we do is we put the metal tube inside here where it belongs. Turn the tube so that the hole is visible on both sides. Loosen the screws, tighten the screws, tighten it with a screwdriver. Then we put the handle on the top. Now for the cable hooks, we need to use the one that doesn't have the hook on it. Pull the spring all the way up, feed the wire into the groove, line it up over here, and push it into place. Now with the upper cable hook, push the cable into the groove, push the spring into where it belongs like so. Line it up with the back of the metal tube, and you push it into place. And then we put the bag on like so, secure that. And finally, we lift the spring onto this hook. Time for the carpet test. Okay, so I've got this machine on setting 3. To start cleaning, we push on this little pedal on the side to recline it. And then to switch it on, we press this button on the top. I would say it's still better than the dust cup version because at least this one doesn't leave as much debris behind. The brush bar's jammed. All this dust flying out the bag. What's happened there? I broke the hoover. I'm really dreading this test now, but here we go with the edge cleaning. Okay, edge cleaning is actually really good. Not perfect, but it's quite amazing. Oh, what's going on here? Oh no, I think I broke the hoover. Now let's look at this machine in further detail. So this is a heavy duty machine designed for commercial use. It's got 6 height adjustment settings to cater for different carpet heights. Now looking on the base of the machine, ooh, they changed the brush bar design again. I don't like the look of that. The information sticker states that it's a model SC679K. This is a very simple machine to maintain when it comes to changing the belt or cleaning the brush roll. All you got to do is undo these clips on the sides. The metal sole plate comes off. I love how high quality this is. It's got a nice gasket going all the way around the perimeter to seal in the airflow so it goes straight to the carpet. So here's a rubber belt which is prone to stretching out with use and also snapping, which will obviously need replacing every now and then. So to replace the belt, you just either lift it off the motor spindle like so, or if it's snapped, you can just lift up the brush bar straight away. Oh wow, the end cap came off straight away. I like that it's metal though, that's nice and high quality. The end cap doesn't even hold on that well. That's not good, is it? So yeah, imagine you got a brand new belt, you just put it on the brush roll like so. This is a wooden brush roll, by the way. Yes, the brush bar's made out of wood. It's got no beta bars on it, unfortunately. Put the new belt on the motor spindle. It has to go on a specific way, just like this. Because if you turn it around, the brush bar's going to be spinning in the wrong direction. So you put it on the right way. And then you push the brush bar back into where it belongs. And this is the impeller right over here, which is what generates the airflow. Although, looking at it closer, it appears as though it's made out of clear plastic. Whereas on the dust cup version, it looks like it's made out of a more substantial material. So I hope this one doesn't break that quickly, Because if it does, then you can't use this machine anymore. It's going to need a new impeller then. This brush pod does not suit this machine at all. It doesn't look like it belongs on it. But the way it works is very simple. You've got the brush bar which spins, the airflow goes straight to the impeller, and once the debris hits the impeller, it gets blown all the way up into the bag, and then the cleaner air exits the pores of the bag. That's how it works. Now this machine is actually bagless, it's not bagged, okay? So when there's a lot of dirt inside the cloth right over here, it's really easy to empty. So what you do is you open up this bracket by sliding it off, just like so. Unclip it from the base, take that off. Open this filter material, and then you shake all the contents out. Now this bag doesn't look like it has a fill tube, so I originally thought that when you turn the machine off, all the dirt would fall out of the machine. But it appears as though that's not the case because it actually has got a fill tube. It's just fabric. So inside here, that's your fabric fill tube, which goes up to about here, halfway up the bag. Therefore, this machine should maintain its airflow better than the dust cup version. To summarize, I would rate this machine about 81 out of 100, and this is why. So first of all, I love how powerful it is on carpeting. It works very, very well. Even though it has this new brush roll design, which isn't as good as the older versions, it still cleans very, very well. I love the 6 positions on the carpet height adjustment. I love how you can just shake the bag out and empty it like that. It might be a bit messy, but it's nice and convenient at the same time. It's a very lightweight machine and it's just very nice to push around. Now what I don't like about this machine is the filtration because it does expel a lot of dust into the atmosphere. It has a rubber drive belt which will need replacing every now and then, and the impeller is prone to breaking eventually as these machines age. But those 3 things aside, I really, really like this machine. I think it's fantastic.